Hi everyone, welcome to the video. In this video I'm going to show you how to do the Crusade boss, Sobek. And I'm going to show you two different teams. The first one, which is this team, is a bit more accessible, even though you can see some SSRs, but I'll explain that in a second. And then I'll showcase my my actual team, which is a bit more expensive, let's just say. So yeah, so let's get into the easier team to build. First off, we have Farnese, which hopefully people will have from summoning on the customized banner. But if you do not have Farnese, you can use any tank that has a taunt. The easiest one you can use is Lilith, who you'll get at the start. She just has to be in the number 1 position to do the taunt. You could also use Nastia if you have her. Probably you could also use Gin, although Gin has a turn limit, so she may not be the best for this. Yeah, so those are some options. In the number 2 position we have Mizo, who you should also hopefully have summoned. She's a 2-star unit, and she's going to be healing these 3 units here, right? And then next we have Hotaragusa. She'll be healing these 3 units up here. In the number 4 and number 5 position I have Starry and Alice. But you do not have to have these exact units. You can use any DPS you want here, or even just any random unit. It could just be like tanks or other random supports doing nothing. It doesn't really matter because all your DPS is going to come from your Skadi. Then in the number 6 position we have Franca, who is also a free unit, so everyone should have her. And she'll be healing these 3 units here. Okay, so she targets the Skadi and then splashes the heal on these 2 units. And obviously Skadi is the damage dealer. She does fixed damage, and the boss has high armor, which I believe she even gets to maximum stacks eventually. So you need either armor ignore, which is Xiao Meng, or fixed damage, which will be Skadi. Now let's explain the boss's abilities. So first off, the most important thing is he does a heal block, right? So he'll dispel heal effects, like any heal over time, and then he'll put a heal block on you for 5 turns. So this ability is the same for expert and below. For insane and above, it's actually 12 turns instead. Therefore, you will not be able to remove this at all. But because it's 5 turns, with 7 units in a team, and in this sort of order, where you're healing on the 6th position, the heal block you'll see will run out, and you can heal your tank with your Franca that way. But for insane and higher, you can't do the strategy, so I'll show you a different one for that. Like all raid bosses, it's immune to debuffs, which is a bit annoying, a bit lame, but it is what it is. On the higher difficulties, you won't see it on this one, I'll show you a bit later, but he has another ability where if he's at 70% or below, he'll do an AoE to all units on his turn. Okay, and then at 40%, he has a special skill that will occur once, which is this 90% of your current HP as fixed damage, right? I have noticed that Momaka can evade that damage, just as a FYI. But I'm not sure if maybe it's only on normal, because she's not taking any other damage from the 70% ability, which is not on normal. But I'm just going to show you normal just because it doesn't take as long to play out the fight, and I can sort of play through or talk through some of the things that are going on. So first off, Farnese will taunt, and then the boss is going to apply the heal block, which is signified by that swirly purple ring. Okay, so you see these are all healing. Now the heal won't do anything during the start of the fight. It will, aside from Skadi, who damages herself. But eventually, when you're going to take 90% damage, you need to heal up. Otherwise, on the harder difficulties, the boss is going to follow up again with the normal AoE, and it will kill your units and screw up your turn order. Now you see, I've gone past it, but you'll notice that the swirls will remove before Franca moves. So we'll wait here for a little bit. So let's attack, and then that debuff disappears and you can get healed up. That's why you don't necessarily need Farnese for Expert and below, but she is the best in the slot for all difficulties, and probably for all raid bosses in fact. And this is the 90% AoE, so we're going to heal up with everyone here. And then Skadi will do the final attack to kill the boss. Okay. Now I'm going to show that this team will still work, and just also a quick trick that you may not know to simulate your battles a bit quicker, so you don't have to always watch all the fights like this. So back in the simulation, I'm going to show you in Expert this time, because the other ability because the abilities will get stronger depending on the difficulty, right? And also the health goes up. Okay, so it's going to give me a second for that to come up. All right. So if you scroll down here, so this one is the it's called Electrified, I guess. So at 70% or below, he'll do damage. Okay, based on his attack power, it seems. And I believe this gets stronger in the higher difficulties. So what you can do is start battle, and then you can just exit out by going to pause and abandon. And this will auto play out the battle. It's already calculated. And you can see here, I did get a kill score, which means that team did in fact kill the boss. And that's the score for autoing the expert stage. Okay. Now I'm going to show the hell difficulty team that I used, and I'll explain a few things that I've discovered while I was testing it. I've only tested it for a little while, so there's still things I want to try out. So I'm going to try to optimize the team more over the next few days and see if I can improve it. I guess I can also do the trick and show you what the score I actually got. Okay, so I'm going to load up the team. Alright, so this is the team that I used, and I did record it. I've already posted the video. I'll put a link in the description in case you want to watch it. I won't attach it into this video because it will just extend the video unnecessarily. But basically the team is Farnese tank as usual. Lena heals the Franca, but I discovered I don't actually need to do that. But anyway, Franca then is healing these units, and then Tina is buffing the Xiaomeng, and Xiaomeng does all the damage. Now on the boss information, you'll notice here that the heal block is 12 turns, and therefore even if you fill up your whole team, you'll never get rid of the heal block. So basically, if you want to progress the harder difficulties, you need a highly invested tank. And pretty much, I think Farnese is the only one that can do this. Just because she has 2 lives, or effectively 2 lives, which is from her EX skill. So basically, it's 2 meat shields worth of health, which is quite a lot. She's got 32k HP on my one. I'm not quite maxed on health. I think the highest you can get is 36k. but I'm not sure if that means she can eat another attack or not. But she lasts long enough that I can kill the boss, thankfully, at this amount of HP. Now, a couple of things I discovered. Well, I guess one of those things is like that the heal block lasts the whole time, and obviously, you know, it's good to read the boss's skills before you plan it out. So that was one of my mistakes, and therefore I don't actually need this Lena, but I'll leave it here just to show you what will happen when I auto it. I'll use the same auto trick, but basically what I can do is I just if I remove Lena and I just put Franca here, then Franca could heal everyone, and I just need these 4 units, right? That's all I really need. But this is what I ran with. Now, the other thing I found was that no matter how many supports I put in, and you know, let's say like Odara, she can like splash like this ability, right? If I target someone below Zhao Meng and it splashes onto her, like say for example it's like this, and then if she was splashing onto Tina to target the Zhao Meng, then theoretically it's supposed to buff with both Odara and Tina's buff, but it doesn't seem to work that way, because no matter how many supports I put in and took out, the amount of damage my Zhao Meng was doing was exactly the same. So I think only the targeted buff works, it seems. But the heals will splash, like say for Franca, even though say on her ability she's meant, or I feel like she's meant to buff attack on all slots, but this does say target, not targets. So I think this only will buff that onto whoever that white square is, right? And in this case it will be Tina, which doesn't do anything. But Tina has the best single target buff, so therefore that's why I'm using Tina. She does you know, attack buff, crit chance, and crit damage. They're all pretty high percentages, so she's best in slot as far as I know. And that is pretty much it for this boss. I'll quickly show you the auto and score. This is in simulation, so I don't mind that it's being done here. Okay, so that was my score. And you can see I got the kill score, that's the bonus. The turn score, I believe you get bonuses if you kill it quicker, so that's the way I'm trying to improve it. Okay, now I was going to quickly show how to build these units as well. The main units that you really care about are your DPS though. So if you're using the Skadi build, right, Skadi uses flat attack cores. Alright, I don't actually have the ideal flat attacks for her. This is not even powered up, it's only blue as well. This is a purple attack percent, which is not ideal for her, but I just don't have another good flat attack core at the moment, so this is just what I'm using at the moment. Just use whatever gives you the highest amount of attack that you can, but you'll find that flat attack is the most efficient and she should use double. Okay, then obviously you want her level 90 if you can, and max skilled of course, and you want the attack as well from these, so you should level these up if you can. Now the other important unit would be Zhao Meng. If you're using the Zhao Meng build, this is what I used. Her skills are maxed, and her gear is maxed. Cores are not maxed. I'm still working on it, but this is actually not ideal either. But I don't have any gold flat attack cores. So ideally for Zhao Meng, you want attack percent and flat attack, both maxed. But if you use double attack percent, you don't lose that much attack in comparison to having one of each. And the reason is that flat attack is good in this game is because the percentage ones scale the flat as well. So the flats will add on to the base, and then the percentages will multiply that, which is different to other games. Normally, it doesn't do that. In which case, like percentage is normally better. But in this game, you actually, for most units, you will use 1 percentage and 1 flat. For the low rarity units, they have lower base stats, in which case you would use double flat. So flat is actually quite good in this game, right? And I guess I should also mention the Farnese. So my Farnese, you need rank 5 ideally. All right, mine's rank 7, but yeah, you just need rank 5 for the taunt. Obviously, you want to upgrade the gear, it's all health, which is great. And she wants double health percentage, right? She's more efficient on that. Whereas some of the other tanks will use 1 flat, 1 percentage. But she's one of the few that will use double percentage. And mine's not quite maxed yet, but this is how much HP she has and how much she's invested. How much I've invested into her. So I hope that helps you do your raids for this rotation. I will have some more videos coming soon for just general guides. So if that interests you, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.